All right, so here's to happy painting. So I'm going to be centering myself with this green, and I think it's going to be best if we do one at a time. Okay, so I'm going to set that brush aside and pick up my detail brush and my reservoir. Maybe I can add just a bit more to that. Okay, and then make sure the brush isn't too wet, and we shall begin. So remember, the tip is at the center, travel outward, press, and come back in. This is one of the few times in brush painting where we have such a solid tone. Okay, that's really deep. So let's do maybe one more. Maybe I'll put it here. And my brush is fairly dry because I don't want this to bleed on me when I go over it. Okay. Tip, press with the midpoint, and swing around. Tip, and you can go in either direction. Press with the midpoint and swing on back. Okay, now, in between here, we're going to have other petals. To indicate all of the other petals that are surrounding these three main fellows. Okay, now. If you want, you can come back in and just do a little green here and there. Like so. Okay, so you can see that we're starting to come into shape. So I might want to have one that's that. And to do that side one, I probably should have put my green in first, just so I know. Okay, I'm going to do that here. So this is just to tell me where my center is. Because when you have these balls of petals, it can get very confusing. So I'm going to have a petal that's kind of like that, and then some here. I'm running out of moisture. Okay. And in between, let's just get something going on here. Okay, so you can see that we still are able to see our main 3 petals. Each one of these flowers has got a stem that's connecting it. So here and there, we can be indicating those. Let's get something maybe coming out of here to there. And maybe this one's just going to be sort of beginning like that. Okay, with just one sort of peeking out. Just like that. Just not too much going on. Okay. Okay, now we have to think of where our main stem is coming from. So I'm just going to have this here and connect this like so. All right, so that worked out. Here. Okay, this is going to be fuller. I'm being brave using a fuller detail brush to get these little strokes. It's a little tricky. I should have just used a fine detail brush. Okay. All right. So far, so far. Let's start putting some leaves on our painting. And this time, I think because of the size of my composition so far, I'm going to use a northern wolf. Okay? It'll give me a somewhat smaller leaf. Well, I think that's going to be just fine. So why don't I place one here to break the path of my stem. Okay, there's one. And what if I just showed some from here? Like so. And from this joint area. Like so. And then I can continue my stem on down. Remember to pull back into the stroke when you finish the stem. And we can even have something coming from here. What do you think? Okay, let's just get a little red going on in here. What do you think? Okay. All right, now I'm going to wait to vein these. All right, so I think that this is dried down to barely damp. We'll find out, huh? And I can vein them. Now, you do not have to vein your leaves. Keep that in mind. It's not necessary. However, okay. I think that's all I'm going to do. Okay? Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed and learned from this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel so that way you don't miss any of the videos when they come out. So comment below if there's a subject you'd like to see me paint, and if you want to start your own brush painting journey, click on the Join Nan Ray's online class button to learn more about my live online classes. It's so much fun and you'll learn so much, I guarantee. So thank you again for watching, and I wish you so much joy.